Hi everyone, welcome to episode 3 of our road trip series here at Pin Deep Disc Golf Videos, where we show you some of our favorite courses out there that disc golf has to offer. All right guys, we're going to be going about an hour northwest of downtown Los Angeles to a town called Thousand Oaks. The course is Sapwi Trails. It is the hidden gem of Thousand Oaks. It is awesome. I didn't even know it existed until my buddy was like, hey, I've never been here before. I said, me either, let's roll, let's do it. And we were super surprised, and I've been back so many times, and you'll see why. There's a lot of like top of the world type shots. The weather conditions are pretty tough. You know, it can be a little chilly in the evenings. You've got lots of wind. You'll see these plaques throughout the place. It'll show you what kind of plants they have, what kind of animals, all that kind of stuff. This is what the T signs look like. No map, no distance, but at least you know which hole number you're on. Here we go. Hole number 1, 297 feet, par 3. Not a whole lot of obstacles to talk about here except for this big bush on the left-hand side. Just avoid that and pick your distance, 297 feet. I like to throw a putter on this hole if it's not super windy. If it's pretty windy, I'll throw something like a Pursuit. Pretty straightforward. Don't go long, don't go right. And after every hole, you'll see these. This shows you which direction to go to for the next tee. And be careful, there is poison oak out there. Hole number 2, 475 feet. This is a par 4. It's an absolute bomber. And because it's so windy on this hole always, it's really tough. You can make the distance, but as you'll see when we get up to the green, it's on a very, very steep slope. So typically you'll see people land right about here and then have a pretty tough upshot to get up to the basket to get that birdie. But you'll see how steep this slope is. Look at that. Yikes. All right, hole number 3. Some of these pictures were brought to you by Chris Kucharik, a good buddy of mine. Hole number 3, 243 feet. It's a little downhill shot. You can get there with a putter. I like to throw a sidearm with a Pursuit or a sidearm with a overstable putter. But such a beautiful hole. Look at this big, beautiful oak behind the basket. The hill does slope down to the right, so be careful not to throw something super skippy if you're going to throw a sidearm. Don't let this distance fool you. This is hole 4, 188 feet. I think it may be a little longer than that. However, it is up a wicked steep hill, and it's blind from the tee, so you won't be able to see it. I like to throw an enemy on this one, just really overstable fairway driver, land up there and hopefully settle. Look at these beautiful sunset pictures taken by Chris Kucharik. Hole number 5, 225 feet, kind of a mini top of the world type shot. I like to throw a little sidearm here. We've got a par 3. I'm not really sure what they're going to do with tournaments when they start running tournaments here, if this rock circle is going to be the out of bounds line, but look how cool this shot is, man. That's a fun little hole right there. And here we go, the signature hole. Well, one of them. This course is so cool, it has multiple signature holes, but 452 feet, par 3. Boom. Look at that. You're throwing from way uphill. You get to watch the flight of the disc for so long. It is awesome. I've seen this in a couple different pin positions. I believe this is the shorter left pin, but there's one tucked away a little bit farther to the right, and I think I've seen one farther to the right as well. But all the pin positions are fun. You get to watch that flight. Really awesome. That's my old Beach City Disc Golf Club from back in the day, from 2010. All right, hole number 7, 197 feet, par 3. Basically, you're going to throw like a mid, overstable mid, or you can throw something straight line right at it and just kind of avoid this canopy. Pretty straightforward shot. Still fun, very, very fun little hole to throw. Hole number 8, 215 feet. This is a par 3, super tough green. You got to worry about these first couple trees off the tee, and then after that, you got to worry about not rolling away on this tough green. Again, this is more of a mid-range shot or a putter shot, and just hope to land softly, not roll away. And recently they did just add a longer pin up the hill to the left there. That's my buddy Matt Stans and Lou Vanderhyde there. Hole number 9, 242 feet. Again, don't let the distance fool you. You are going downhill, but you have to slope it out or pull it way out to the left over here and fade down to the right. I like to throw an overstable fairway driver. Settle right down that hill. Gets a little sketchy down there, so be careful. That's my buddy Josh and me at Ryan Ranch. Hole number 10, 366 feet, par 3. Another top of the world type shot. This one's a little more stretched out. You can reach this with a putter if you've got the arm for it, but you'll see most people throwing a straight line fairway driver. And there is a lot of wind on this hole, so be careful with that. And there's a big swamp deep into the woods to the right. Just ask my buddy Rob. we did some trekking in there to get his disc back. Hole number 11, par 4. That's me holding up a 2. I took an eagle on this hole. It was awesome. 393 feet. You've got a massive uphill, and then it cuts to the right. You definitely don't want to be to the right here. It slopes down really, really steep. You can't even walk down it. It's so steep. Once you get down there, there's a little ditch with water in it and lots of poison oak. So don't go to the right. The play here is to bomb it as far as you can, dead straight. You will not reach the parking lot, I guarantee you. And then throw a little side armor up to the basket here. Nice and soft. And hole number 12, another really beautiful shot. This is one of those holes where there's kind of like that optical illusion feel. You feel like the basket's much closer than it actually is. The marked distance is 243 feet. I like to throw an overstable fairway over the top of the trees to the right that we're passing now and just spike down in there. But it does look a lot closer than it is. You'll see a lot of people land really short of this. It's kind of funny. Then you'll do a short walk over the levee. That's my buddy Julio playing at Oak Grove on the spider tree. Hole number 13, 828 feet. This is a bomber. Let me tell you this. Do not go to the left. I have lost multiple discs because I was like, it's fine. I'll just throw it 450 feet down the middle. Well, no, you won't. If you saw it off and you go over this little hill here in these trees, you're probably going to lose your disc. There's a ditch down there. It's jungly, you know what I mean? So be very careful there. Basically, the spot where you want to land is right about here. This is about max distance. And then you got to do another one of those down this down this fairway. It's pretty awesome. Be careful with the basket over on your right-hand side. Don't shank it over. But as you can see, really long. So long, in fact, that I had to cut the shot into 2 because my drone started losing its signal. That's how far away the hole was. So here we go. And then you're going to have this quick steep slope and a quick steep slope behind. So it's kind of on a spine. That's hole number 13. My buddy Chris took this shot. This is one of his favorite holes. Hole number 14, 322, par 3. I like to throw a straight line fairway like a Rival or a Phenom, something like that, just on a slight hyzer and hang it out to the right over these bushes over here and just spike into the hill and hopefully slide up to the basket, and you won't have that much of a putt. But if you find yourself at the bottom, you're looking at a pretty steep uphill putt. Yeah, and beware of the bikers. There's a bike trail right there. It's supposed to be one way, but sometimes you see people. There's Chris. He got an ace at Pollywog back in the day with a glow disc. All right, on to hole number 15, 256 feet, par 3. Make sure you avoid that basket. That's basket 13 that we just flew past. Design here gets a little goofy. If you don't want to play this hole out of safety, just don't play it. And then skip right up to 16. 16's tee pad is maybe 40 feet from this basket. So, all right, we have Hole number 16, 455 feet. This is another signature hole. What you're going to try to do is mimic the flight, mimic your flight with the path here. So that's where you're going. Basically, you want to throw like a, like a 350-foot shot to the corner of this path, and that way you'll have a straight up shot up the hill. Don't go deep because it's really jungly in there. It's hard to get out of it and uphill at the same time. It's low canopy. Those oak trees are absolutely brutal. Definitely don't go left right here either. Poison oak in there, pretty rough. Make the field goal. Hole number 17, 244 feet. Par 3. This one's going to be on the side of the hill. I have seen the wind coming in so hard from the left. You got left side crosswind. My buddy threw a sidearm. He was trying to do a sidearm spike, and it just lifted up and carried over this like mountain to the right. And he ended up down in the fairway of 13. I mean, it's super steep. It's not even safe to walk all the way down that way. So be careful with that. Careful with your rollaways. It's a really fun hole. It's my buddy Alan Risley. I gave him a disc from his home course, 1990. I don't know, it was a Scorpion or something, and he was really excited about that. Hole number 18, 261, par 3. Another mini top of the world type shot. You've got a circle of rocks as your green. You can choose to use that as an OB line or not. I like it as an OB line, so that's the way I play it. But lots of fun. It's my buddy Dallas. We goof around shoeless at the United States Amateur Disc Golf Championship. That was a really fun trip. Hole number 19, 443 feet. This is a bomber. We're talking about a par 4 here. Avoid this bushy tree right here on your right, and avoid the pepper tree on the left. And you're looking at a max distance probably right here. That's how steep the hill is. And then you're going to throw like a fairway up to the basket. Be careful of rolling away to the left. That's a really steep hill on the left-hand side. You probably won't overthrow it, though. So, thanks, guys. That was episode 3 of our road trip series here at Pin Deep Disc Golf Videos. We visited Sapwi Trails in Thousand Oaks, California. If you want to support videos like this in the future, you can go in the link in the video description below, and you can check out our donation page for PayPal, or you can go to our website and purchase some items like discs or t-shirts or things like that. We really appreciate it, and if you want to help us be on more people's homepage on their YouTube channels, hit the like button, share us on Facebook or anything like that, and please hit that subscriber button. We need enough subscribers to start getting paid from YouTube. That'd be awesome of you guys. We really appreciate it, and have fun out there.